All right, everyone, welcome to the Great Lakes Truck Series recruitment race here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Looking at 45 laps here under the lights at Charlotte. Got a nice healthy field, 26 cars set down qualifying laps this evening, with 43 cars registered for the session. Let's count down your top 10 here in order. On the pole, we got Drew Hammock with a 30.4, followed by Jacob Manning in second. Moving back to our second row, we got Michael Kesney. Kealoha Hankins, running out your second row. Brandon Jenkins, followed by Christopher McFarland. Merrick Watchorn in second. Matt Daniels in eighth. James Thurston in ninth. And William Barbachelata will round out your top 10 here. New track here for most of these Great Lakes Truck Series regulars. Not ran once through the 3 official seasons of Great Lakes here. Never once has this truck been run. So we're in for an interesting treat, along with all the new guys. A lot of new friendly faces up front, along with some regulars here. So we should have a good mix. Lights out on the pace car, getting ready to come down pit road. Pace car out of the way, and the 35 of Drew Hammock with a fantastic launch here. Green flag out in the air. Looks like a battle will quickly develop here for second place. Else seems to get pretty single file here. Michael Kenzie, Chris McFarland battling there. So it looks like that 12 truck will get the best of that as everyone quickly follows in a single file here. It's really the strategy here, early race. Just get single file, ride it out. 45 laps, good, pretty long race, all things considered. Eric Watchorn on the aggressive side here. Obviously, he's coming off his first Great Lakes Truck Series win at Atlanta in his first start. So, 2-2.
Everyone taking it real easy here at the beginning. Charlotte, all about saving tires. Charlotte always a good race, especially near the end.
Yes, sir, it is. We're cutting back here to issues in the back here, as we seem to have had Nathan Nicholson spin out in the early stages of this race. Or, pardon me, Michael Nicholson, I believe, as he's currently in the pits.
Getting real dicey right there, up near the front. Really interesting racing this early in the race. Still got around 42 laps to go. The back car is just checked out. Number 35, long gone. Seems to be singling out now. Oh, and here we have a wreck going into turn 3. Looks to control it. And Ron Hornaday throwback. Looks like he's going to keep on going for now. Hankins barely able to keep on going, but that's really going to slow him down. Oh, we got a blown motor on the inside of the track. Not sure if this is going to bring out a caution now. It looks like he's going to get it going. The 00 machine. Here we're going to get a replay here. Into turn 3. Looks like, oh, just comes straight up into him. Oh, gosh.
That man went for a ride.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that wall glitch here in iRacing last couple of weeks. I've dealt with it a couple of times myself at Iowa this week in the C Fixed. It is
Matt
no fun.
Daniels. Sorry to cut you off there with that aggressive move to the inside of Barb. Wow.
Well, that was a great move. I thought he was going to hit him going into turn 3. That was a fantastic move.
I thought he was too, but enter Eric Kep. Here he comes. He saw those two beating and banging, and he wants a part of it. We see that battle for the 8th position.
63 is just lurking, waiting for his time to pounce on these two. Maybe make it 3 wide on the backstretch next time by. Oh, no, never mind. Looks like 51 slid up a little bit, and they're going to battle coming out of turn 4. And the high side is going to prevail for now. Number 51, Rowdy Energy and slash Budweiser machine, it looks like. I don't know if Rowdy Energy and Budweiser quite go together, but let's.
The colors work. That's a nice looking paint scheme.
It is a nice looking paint scheme for sure. Fantastic paint scheme. Right in time for Memorial Day too. Right after Memorial Day. After.
Sure it is. Merrick Watchhorn, gridded in 4th position, gridded in 7th position, has moved his way back up to 3rd here in the running order. So he's very fast in a truck, coming off of last truck race, last Great Lakes Truck Series race, the championship race. Merrick Watchhorn joined out of nowhere and came in at the last possible lap after an incident between championship winner Elliott Henderson and Daniel Lamy. Swept in for his first Great Lakes Truck Series win in his first start. He is definitely someone I would keep an eye out for throughout this season. He will transition to the Cup Series running Thursday nights, but he will be making a handful of part-time Truck Series starts. He is someone to keep your eye out for this whole season. That is for sure. So we will get to see all these familiar faces and hopefully some new ones coming up June 15th, Tuesday night at Daytona International Speedway for the Season 4 opener.
Trucks are always fantastic going around Daytona. Always an insane race to watch. Should be a lot of fun.
Caution will wave here.
Looks like we get a caution. Looking to figure out what the caution is out for. Still very early in this race. Could definitely see some pit stops here. The 23 looks to be spun around. He looks to be getting out of the dirt. Eric Heron. He'll keep on trucking for now. You're going to get a replay. 23 jumps to the high side. Looks like he just takes himself out into the wall right there. And then just look like netcode to me, but definitely still very close. Still very close and very aggressive coming out with the tri-oval right there.
Massive netcode between him, and that was the, I believe that's the 14? Yeah, that was the 14 car of Jarrett Woodard, who we seem to get a netcode there, as I believe the 14 looks a little KO, that right side pretty pounded in there. That's race-ending damage right there for him.
Look, the engine might have been smoking even there too. This is very disappointing for him.
Yes, it is, but going up front here for some pit stops coming down pit road. Looks like everyone's going to come down. Not surprising. We have unlimited tire sets tonight. If you got them, why not use them? It's a 45-lap race, you know. It's a decently long race, but all things considered, more of a sprint race, especially compared to what we run Tuesday nights, the regular Tuesday night deal.
Definitely can see someone taking 2 tires. Oh, we have a spin on pit road, it looks like. Not sure who that is.
That is the 74 of Dylan Murphy Jr. And he almost looks like he spins out again, but he is just going to... He had enough of pit road. He's going to continue to move on his way. We're going to have to race off pit road. Oh, and would you look at that? I believe... Oh, no. Never mind. I thought that Michael Senzi just beat Drew Hammock off of pit road, but he did not. But Drew Hammock.
Very exciting exit to pit road, especially for that last guy on pit road. Especially at this track, that last guy on pit road has a huge advantage. The exit's right there. You just need to move your car a couple inches. Don't even need to get to full speed. And you're going to get off pit road first almost every time.
Yes, sir. That is how it goes. But Oz, pit road stops still did cycle some of our positions here, as Drew Hammock retains the lead. Michael Kenzie, my apologies, I don't know how to pronounce that name, seems to have moved up a couple spots, along with Jacob Manning. But Merrick Watchhorn did not have as much fun on pit road. He has moved back to, I believe that's the 4th position. So, Drew Hammock, probably not very happy with that caution, as he was absolutely gapping the field there.
Yeah, before that caution came out, he had around a full second gap on the field. I'm also really surprised not to see any two-tire strategy there. Still very early in the run. Maybe take a chance for some of those guys in the back to take the 2 tires, but it looks like to me that almost everybody, if not everyone, took 4 tires on that stop. I'm 35, gonna have to try to drive back away from the pack.
Yes, sir. As the lights are out on the pace car. Oh, sorry, my apologies. I just can't see. They're just getting ready to double file it up here. Got a little excited here for all these trucks to start rolling.
These guys are ready. They're ready to get going right now. They're already doubling up. Not even at the 1 to go. They're ready to get going. They were real racy there before we got the caution, especially 2nd through 6th and 7th.
It's, you know, one of those races. Everyone's excited to get going here. It's a short race, all things considered. This isn't one of those races where you save your tires for 40 laps. The race is 40 laps. You gotta find a good balance between, you know, saving your stuff but still moving through the field.
Intensity is high out here in Charlotte tonight. As I'm thinking we're gonna get the 1 to go this time by as the lights go out on the pace car.
Really excited for the start of the truck season this Tuesday. Or not this Tuesday, pardon me, but a couple Tuesdays from now. All things considered, it's looking to be a pretty good season. We got a lot of new faces, a lot of returning faces. I think it'll be an interesting hunt for the championship.
I'm just learning about the series, but I always just love watching the trucks. I enjoy driving the trucks the most as well on iRacing. Always a bunch of fun to watch and a bunch of fun to do. Always about the trucks. Keep on trucking.
Yes, sir. I tend to agree with you. Just going through the first 2 rows here on the front. We got Michael Sensi and Drew Hammock, followed by Merrick Watchhorn and Jacob Manning. Getting ready. Obviously, lights out on the pace car. Getting ready to duck down. Antsy to get going here. Drew take the same strategy. He will not as he did on the start. Bit of a late start there. Still nice and clean though. Merrick Watchhorn looks like he's going to try and push that 92 truck to clear Jacob Manning. It will not happen though, as he will quickly drop down to the inside.
Everybody looks to be getting single file, but they're in the back. They're getting very racy. And then up here for 2nd, they're still battling hard. The red number 11 going to jump right up to the outside. Oh, what a move. He's still going to try to get him coming into turn 1. The 92 and the 54 going at it in 1 and 2.
Good battle here. I still don't know who's gonna clear who here as Merrick finally gets it done.
Well, like the 92 to me just backed off right there. Not trying to use up his tires this quick.
Yep, not worth it this early in the run. We still got, you know, close to 25 laps here. If I'm Drew Hammock though, I'm extremely disappointed to see that.
We got a wreck. Sorry to interrupt you there, but we got a wreck. The 41. Cam, man. He's still trying to turn it around, or is he just doing donuts at this point? I think he's just doing donuts.
And he resets. No yellow there as the leaders come back across, take the next lap.
Here we go, back to the battles for 2nd, 3rd on back. Looks to be heating up for 5th right there. As the top 4 are kind of singled out. Surprisingly, Hammock hasn't pulled away. Still only around 2 or 3 car lengths in front of Manning. Oh, I see some smoke right there. Not sure what happened. I just see a caution and I saw smoke. I think we're missing a car.
Oh, James Thurston flipping through the infield. Big
Oh,
wreck, big wreck.
there he is.
How is that car still rolling? He will go
Hi,
straight to
James.
pit road.
That's where my pizza went. Do
Getting
not
a look at
recommend
the
Hunt Brothers.
what? There's that wall clip again, and that is a violent ride. And no one hits. Oh, never mind.
iRacing, I hope you're watching this.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is
That is.
it's been crazy the last week and a half, 2 weeks with this wall grabbing. It's pretty crazy.
Oh my! And if you want a good view of that, I'm sure someone who is the most wide-eyed out of anyone right now is Matthew Daniels. He drove, from my point of view, what looks basically straight under him. A lot of cars actually drove straight under him. Get Matt's point of view here. You just see that car or that truck just come flipping through the air.
Well, that's what when I say keep on trucking, that's what I mean by keep on trucking.
When in doubt, flat out, I guess. As obviously his night is done. Unfortunate there, but iRacing glitches will happen. What are you gonna do?
We're gonna definitely need some kitty litter on the apron over there because he's been just sitting there smoking.
Oh, liquid down on the track. I don't know what he's doing though. He needs to skedaddle out of the way there for the leaders.
Yeah, he's gonna get some people some black flags doing that.
Well, good thing that we have race control admins in this race, as they will obviously clean that up for everyone. Looking at the pit stops here, we seem to have had a good chunk of cars come down pit road and a good chunk stay out. Good healthy mix.
It's been around, I'd say, maybe 10 laps of green flag laps on the tires.
Yeah, I'd say that roughly.
Maybe 8. Always like when strategy comes into play, and it always comes into play here at Charlotte. Tracks like Charlotte, Dover, what else? Pocono, Darlington. Tires that are just really hard. Tracks that are really hard on tires. It's always about the tires.
Yes, sir, it is. It's what a lot of... That's what a lot of racing is about, you know? You gotta save your tires, you gotta know when to go and when to not. And I think that's... If you can master that, then you'll be perfectly set for almost any race, regardless of the series, regardless of the car. Keeping care of those tires, sorry, is the #1 priority.
For sure, I see it every single day in iRacing. People can put down a very quick qualifying lap, but are you quick after 10 laps? You put down a quick 1 lap, but how about a quick 10 laps?
Yeah. That's the point. So you gotta be consistent. Consistency is key. Sometimes a little bit of luck.
By the time we get the green flag here, we're going to be just at or just past halfway here at Charlotte. I have around 20 laps to go when we go green. 35 Hammock's still out front.
Just going through the field here, so I believe Drew Hammock stayed out, Jacob Manning stayed out, Michael Kesney stayed out, Anderson Bowen, newcomer to the Truck League, ran his first race last Tuesday. William Barb Gelada stayed out, Siang Wu, that is probably not how you pronounce that, my apologies, and then Merrick Watchhorn, who came down to pit. So the top 6 cars are on older tires. If I'm Merrick, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Only like that many cars. You know, he's been pretty fast. Obviously, we saw on those fresh tires at the start of the race, he came flying through the field from roughly this position, 2 battling for second. If I'm him, I'm extremely comfortable. These other guys, though, don't know what they have.
If I'm Hammock, I'm just trying to get out to as big of a lead as possible and hoping that second through sixth just hold them off as long as they can and hope we don't get any more cautions. Because another caution, I think his race might be done.
Yes, sir. I tend to agree with you. Lights
We
up
are.
with the pace car. Getting ready. Pace car out of the way. And Drew with the great start like he needed to. But that 92 and the 11 are hot on his tail. He didn't seem to get as good of a start as he has the last couple times.
I think he had as good of a start as he actually has the last couple of times. He spoke a little bit though. Just they were prepared for when he went this time. You need to change up your starts a little bit. Your 92 is right there. Number 11 of Manning looking to go to the inside. In the red Chevrolet, looking to make a move. Might even clear him going into turn one right here, and he is. I'm gonna line back up here. Guys on the new tires breathing. Oh, and there's a wreck, it looks like, in the middle of 1 and 2. A lot of smoke. Oh, huge crash on the back stretch right in front of the big screen. And there's, oh, he's stuck in the wall.
No yellow. That is the 32 car of Joshua Freed stuck, followed by Brian Redmond, who seems to have gotten into it. Brian Redmond, Joshua Freed, and Jeff Teal all involved in that wreck. However, no yellow from race controls. All cars are down on the apron out of the way.
Very interesting no call on the caution here.
Getting a replay here. As someone looks like they just got turned. There's obviously smoke, and the 19 just gets turned, and then the 32 also gets turned. Head on into the wall. That was a hard impact.
Is it a really hard impact?
No yellow, as Merrick Watchhorn begins to make room on these cars on older tires.
Manning looking to threaten for the lead here. We haven't seen Hammock get threatened all race.
Oh, and they're 3 wide for 4th. Sorry to cut you off there, but that almost looked really bad. Merrick Watchhorn just set the fastest lap of the race, and by about like a good couple tenths.
Manning has taken the lead. First time anybody's taken the lead from Hammock all day, and Hammock's going to come with the crossover move, possibly on the inside. He's still in the quarter panel, coming into 3 and 4. Hammock and Manning going at it from 3 and 4. It looks like Manning might get the run off of turn 4. Might clear him coming down the front stretch. Got real close to the wall right there. He's going to lead the lap. The 92 and the 54 right there. And they're going to double up as well. 4 cars under a blanket for the lead with just under 20 to go in Charlotte.
This is incredible to watch. You gotta wonder what those cars in the back. Oh, there's a wreck in front of the leader.
Oh,
Someone has spun off. Oh, that was close. That could have been really bad.
I felt a Days of Thunder moment right there for a second, just seeing the smoke in the in-car. I was worried there for a second for our leaders.
Go to the outside. You can't hold it. Oh! Cut to a replay of that incident. I don't know what the 19 was doing there, but Merrick Watchhorn has moved up to 2nd. It's a good pass on Drew Hammock as he now sets his crosshairs on Jacob Manning in that 11 truck. I'm starting to wonder though, what are these, like, what's the strategy for these guys in the back? Like the 42 and I believe that's a 76 and all that. What are they thinking right now? Are they in go mode or are they in save mode?
I think they're in wait for a caution mode.
It doesn't matter.
And there it is, right when I said it. Wait for a caution mode, and that's where they were. Now strategy once again. 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires. What's going to happen?
I believe we have another wall glitch, guys.
iRacing.
That's exactly what it is, as the 23 was sent to the moon. That was between the 22 and the 23 cars here on the front stretch. Play here. You can see the 808 driving through. You catch a quick glimpse of it there, but
Saw him go to the moon for in the top right corner right there. Might need to get a better look at that. Here we go. Here we go. And the 23 just goes flying. Oh, he's gone. Where'd he go?
He's gone.
Harry Houdini in the 23 truck this week.
Yeah, looks like to me there that the 22 just thought he was clear, and obviously he was not. It's a racing deal.
Happens a lot there in the quad. I think quad is it quad oval or tri oval.
It's all tri-oval to me.
Yeah, I was saying tri-oval earlier, but I think it's technically a quad oval. That's why I was asking. But it seems to happen a lot here. Texas, Atlanta, a lot of neck-and-neck racing, people getting put in the wall as they're coming on for pit stops.
Let's see who will win the race off pit road here. Everyone seems to get in their box with no issues. Wonder if we'll see any two tires or anything like that here. It'll be roughly 10 to go, I believe, when the caution, or when the green flag flies. Sorry.
However, that 54, I would have definitely taken right sides only.
Merrick Watchhorn just destroyed everyone on pit road. Fantastic stop by him and his team.
Fantastic from Watchhorn. Just coming off the 4 fresh tires in the last stop, coming out first. And Hammock will not be in control of a restart for the first time all day. This will be interesting.
Yes, it will be, but as we've seen, is that staying out there on old tires? Merrick Watchhorn, Dylan Murphy, who is 13 laps down. So he's just trying to get some of those laps back. If he gets one more lap back, then he can pass Mark Buckner for 20th position. So good on him staying out and get that lap back.
And there's 13 laps to go. 13 laps down. He's not out of this yet.
Yeah. Never know what could happen. That's what you gotta do some days. Not all races are gonna be great races. Sometimes you just gotta get wrecked out early. You just gotta come back, log some laps, get some points, get as many points as you can. Championships are won and lost by 1-2 points, but
It happened to me yesterday in ARCA. I spun myself out on the first lap of Phoenix and drove around with a destroyed car for 40 laps. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And what's going through some of these drivers in the front, what's going through their minds right now, as we're going to get the green flag with around 10 laps to go. How aggressive are some of these drivers going to get? I know some of them are just going to sit back and watch as chaos unfolds.
I know that we're really focused up front here, and that strategy call by Merrick got him a good couple spots, but going back through the field, there's a lot of other people that benefited from this. Anderson Bowen started 14th, and he's now up to 6th. We knew he was one of those guys that stayed out on those old tires. Well, obviously wasn't as successful or up front, but still gained a good handful of positions as he will make his full-time season debut.
I've been watching Bowen. He's been kind of lurking around the 10th spot most of the day. See if maybe he can get in the mix of things here late. A couple things could happen. You never know on these restarts. Could be 3 wide possibly going into turn 1. Someone misses the start a little bit, not paying attention.
Never know with wheel spin or wheel hop or anything like that. Anything's possible.
I've noticed also with Charlotte racing there last week, if you're in first, you can restart in first gear. If you're in second or third place, it's almost impossible to restart in first gear because you're not ready. You're just mashing the gas. First place start is a huge advantage on these restarts, so I expect the 54 to jump out to a couple car length lead here on the restart, unless Hammock times it perfectly. And this should be chaos behind them, I expect.
I tend to agree with you, Kyle. And it's shaping up to be a good, interesting 10-lap shootout here, as it will be 10 laps to go coming to the green flag here, Charlotte.
Well, the mayhem that's happened tonight, we only got 10 laps left and only 10 cars roughly on the track.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's how it's going to be. Big wrecks happen, people get mad, people get taken out. It's usually how it goes here. That's why I always say you got to stay in these races. You got to dig, dig, dig. But
Getting ready to come off of turn 4 for the restart here. Pace car about to pull off. We're about to go green flag racing. The 54 leads them down. And here they go in the 54, already out to a couple car length lead before they even get to the start-finish line. And a battle for second. Manning on the inside. Hammock on the outside. The 92 right behind them, just lurking right there. The 42 not too far behind them. Manning is going to clear him down the backstretch, it looks like, heading into turn 3. 92 now going to try to make a pass on Hammock as Manning clears him coming off of turn 4. 42 of Wu looking like he got real close to the wall off of 4 there.
It's Air Cap coming in to capitalize on that opportunity. We'll take it down low here. He's going to be coming with some late run speed apparently, or late race speed. Not really late in the run. There's a caution 2 laps ago.
Cap's been hiding in the back most of the day, but he's coming up right at the right time. In the 76 of Bowen, we were just talking about him right behind him. The 54, that lead is shrinking as Manning's only around a car length and a half back now of our race leader of Watchhorn. And 4 cars about to be under a blanket once again with the 92 and the 35 of Hammock right there as well.
This is going to be good.
Coming to 7 laps to go this time by as Manning inches just even closer to Watchhorn. He is there, around a half a car length back. And here comes the 92, a great move on the front stretch. Fantastic move, huge run coming out of the turn. He's going to clear him in 1 and 2, and he might make a run at the win here.
Right there with that 54. If I'm Jacob Manning right now, though, I'm not really trying to make that pass right now. I'm trying to save my tires, find out where Merrick's running, see where he's fastest, see where he's slowest, and just setting up that pass. Obviously, I wouldn't wait till 1 to go, but 2 or 3 to go, that's the go time. That's the ticket. You gotta go then. Can't wait too long, but
it's also in the back of his mind that if he races the 54, that the 92 and the 35 are going to suck right up to him, and it's going to be a 4-car battle for the win. You'd rather just have it be a mano, 54 versus 11.
Caution.
Oh my gosh, now this is going to get real insane. As the 51 is around, the Rowdy Energy Budweiser machine.
Look at that truck steep. Straight, not steep, straight.
Whoa, I don't know what happened there. That might have been in mid accident right there or something. That was interesting right there. Taking a look at the 12 truck driving through the smoke. Maybe through okay.
Well, this opens up a new can of beans. Do you pit or do you stay out? Realistically, the tires aren't that old, but like I've said, unlimited tire sets tonight. I mean, if you got them, you might as well use them. But you got to remember that it's basically going to be a green-white checkered here. So I am sure that someone is going to stay out. Oh, is everyone's faking? Oh! Watching Barb come down pit road again as we had a good couple fakes. Merrick acted like he was pitting. He did not. It turns out the only cars to come down pit road are the 92, and I believe I saw the 25 of Matt Daniels. Yep. Matt Daniels, Stephen Myers, and 32.
Take another look at
the
that
92.
replay. Take another look at that replay when it came to the wreck. It kind of looked like, to me, the 51's front bumper just kind of hooked to the 76 and just kind of brought him around. Yeah, it looks like it's probably just the best view. Just kind of got a little too aggressive, it looks like, and just spun himself out off of the 76's bumper. Very interesting wreck right there.
It just seemed like an odd occurrence there. But it is
Yeah,
what it is.
it kind of looked like to me that the bumper almost kind of grabbed onto his front bumper in a wall grabby sort of way.
Yeah, that's today's iRacing is grabbing things for no reason.
Firmly grasp it. iRacing has gone wild. And I'm thinking we're gonna get the one to go this time by. This is the 54 is coming around. I'm not sure how the green-white checkers are working for this evening. Not sure how many attempts we're gonna get at this.
I believe if it's based off of the GLTS rulebook, we have 3 usually, but like I've said, hosted sessions, you never know. Someone might have forgot to turn them on or something like that, but we will see. We will see. You want to know someone who's happy? A lot of those cars in the back are probably extremely happy with how that went, because they don't have to worry about closing that gap now. Like those guys like Eric, Bowen, 42, like they don't have to drive as hard now because they're already right there with the leaders.
It really all ultimately depends on that 54, really, because he's gonna jump out probably to a couple car lights, and everybody's just gonna be battling like crazy for second. But this really just brings the whole field back together on not really old tires, couple lap old tires. Maybe we might even see a couple of tire spins out there on this upcoming restart. Pace car comes back around. Hopefully we'll get the one to go this time by for a shot at a green-white checkered.
Lights out on the pace car. 1 to go here. As we do have 3 green-white checkers tonight, this will be the first use of them.
See how many we will need. This is when things get a lot of fun. We have a 35 of Hammock right back there in 3rd place. He's led most of this race. I know he wants to get up there and get back into the lead, so he's going to be, I expect him to be right on the 54's bumper coming out of turn 4. But whenever he hears the 54 mesh the gas, he's going to be right there with him, I would think.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's going to be a good race to the finish here. These green-white checkers are always so exciting. And don't count out some of those guys in the back. Like I know that Merrick, Jacob, and Drew have been dominant this whole race, but still, you never know. Cole Custer, Kentucky last year in real life came out of nowhere, just went, hi, I'm going to go 4 wide, and boom, he won the race. So, never know.
Anything could happen on these restarts. Things tend to get crazy as the pace car pulls off onto pit road, and the 54 immediately goes
The 11
way
did
early.
not have a good start there. He's going to be put in the middle, 3 wide. He chops through.
It's the earliest we've seen anybody go all race, and the 54 car is on 5 or 6 car lengths out in front. And the 11 car is going to hold on to second for now as the 35 jumps into third. Wu's in fourth. And Kep, here comes Eric Kep. He's in 5th place. He's going to go.
Ooh.
Aggressive move, not quite able to pull it off. And here they come to the white flag. This will make the race
Oh, there's no wreck behind them. Oh, and they don't make it to the... They don't make
Caution.
it to the stripe.
I thought they made it for sure. That was very close.
And inches. Stephen Myers Jr. in that 5 car. seems to have been involved in that wreck. I didn't quite see who it was. I was more focused on if they got to the line. I saw the smoke. As all the 25 just misjudged the corner and just turned him.
Yeah. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like he just turned him right off the corner. Maybe just overdrove the corner. Didn't see the whole corner. Just saw the exit. But flat out took the 5 out. Looks like there. Here we go. We get a full replay here. As you see the 5 truck up on the high line. You see the 25 down low. He is ripping it through the turn, it looks like. And the 5 slows up off the corner. And the 25 just, at that point, just really had nowhere to go.
Well, the
5 goes spin through the grass.
5 did a good job there. Not a lot of damage on that truck, really. Just that right rear quarter panel seems to be the only damage. So obviously he will be one of the cars to come down and take tires and probably fix that quarter panel.
And we're going to have attempt number 2 of 3 green-white checkers here in a few laps as the field paces around. The 54 has to be disappointed. Had the white, literally saw the white flag.
I'm just gonna go look back on the restart here as he's just the 54 got such a good start and everyone behind him didn't. The 11 stacked up a lot of those guys. As obviously we know, you can't pass below the inside before that start finish line. Or else you will get black flag by race control. He really chopped that 54. Wow.
As I was saying, the 54 went earlier than anyone has ever gone all day. Right when the pace car hit pit road, he immediately hit the gas. The 11 truck was not ready at all, and he cut it. He cut the 35's nose right off going into turn 1. Hammock got his strings cut right there. That was crazy.
If I'm him, I'm not very happy about that. The 54 is disappointed for damn sure.
Yeah, I saw the white flag feet away, if that. Crazy. I really thought that race was over. But the excitement continues as the 54 truck continues to pace around, Manning right behind him as they're going to do this again. As I think they possibly got 2 to go until we go green. They're warming up them tires, making sure they stay nice and warm. No tire spin on this crucial restart, possibly the last restart of the race here today. Oh, there goes the blue cone. What the blue cone do to you, Manning? Oh, someone ran over it. I do the same thing. I always like to hit the blue cone. I get bored.
I've heard people had superstitions that if they didn't hit that cone, it's bad luck.
I don't know about that. It's going a little far. I don't know. I get bored. I get bored on pace laps, as Manning clearly is, because he hit the blue cone, and now they're 3 wide for the lead here. This is some hard racing right here. This is what you get with the 550 horsepower package. Oh, he makes a pass. He's in front of the pace car now.
Big pass by Jacob Manning. Take the lead.
Now that's going to the high lane in style right there. Just a big loop.
He's toying with him. Jacob's been around the Great Lakes Racing a good amount. Really took an absence from season 3, but glad to see he's back and continuing his usual shenanigans.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching him race. Don't know too much about him, but definitely enjoyed watching him race. Very aggressive driver and very quick for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, he's got a good shot here to win. I think everyone's got a good shot to win this race here, really. Like, I don't see, obviously except for the guy who's way out in the back with damage, but For the most part, depending on how I see this race going, I think a lot of these guys have a shot. Don't forget that 92 back there on the brand new tires. Don't leave him out of this. He went from being, I think, 4 rows back to only 3, and on the preferred line. So he might be able to depending on how this restart goes, blow by the 11 and the 42 and just charge his way up to the front. To find out, however, coming to the green here, pace car dives in. He plays with the start.
Manning doesn't go again.
Again with another brutal start. And like I said, here's that 92 up to 4th as Drew Hammock clears him and has his sights dead set on Merrick Watchman.
Hammock was watching. He was ready for Watchhorn on that restart. And Hammock is now just a couple car lengths back of Watchhorn. Interesting to see.
Run.
92, here it comes. Here comes that green 92. He's making a move for 3rd now. He is coming. He is coming. If we get another caution again, oh my gosh, he might have a real shot at this. But we're going to get the white flag.
White flag in the air here for Merrick Watchhorn coming across the start-finish line. As here comes Drew Hammock, peeking his nose to the inside. I think that 92's out of steam as Manning chops his nose off.
Hammock might have a big run coming off of 2. He's staring down. Here comes Manning. Oh, this is going to get crazy.
Block.
A big block.
As a bump up 2 up the track.
And the 92 looking to pounce. He's looking to pounce on the 11 coming off turn 4. And the 11 throws the block. And the 54 of Watchhorn gets it done in Charlotte. Great finish. There goes Manning. Oh, Woo is right. Big hit for the 42 going into turn 1. Oh, a little congratulations, gone a little too far almost right there.
Yeah. Merrick Watchhorn.
The 54 car was clean. 54 car was clean before all that. Now we got some damage on both sides.
Just a little bit of friendly love taps. Obviously, amazing race here by all that gang up front. As Merrick Watchhorn wins the race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I believe that makes him 2 for 2 in GLTS races. 100% win rate through 2 races.
Watchhorn, bring the house down. Great race. 2 for 2, that's impressive.
You love to see it. You love to see it. It was overall just a great race to watch, to be honest with you. Like that front pack was so clean and just organized and not like everyone wasn't jumping over each other. There wasn't a lot of wrecking or blocking other at the end there.
Yeah, a lot of room given by the drivers to each other tonight. Also, just it being a recruitment race, people taking it easy before the start of the season here in a couple weeks.
So everyone's just trying to get a feel for the field, get a feel for who's going to be around them, get a feel for the tracks. As we have a good chunk of 1.5 miles here on the schedule, especially compared to past seasons.
And we're wrapping it up here in Charlotte. A fantastic race. Just great overall racing. Good to see the 54 get into victory lane. 2 for 2 for Watchhorn. Anything you got to add?
I mean, not really. Looking for the season opener, June 15th at Daytona. Sure to be a good one.
Keep on trucking. Good night.